So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Right there.
Now for the first time, it's a give to the rookie from Ohio State. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Go.
From the 32. That's complete, David Njoku. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
They'll run here on 1st down. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Tyler Nubin with the tackle. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Let's go.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Trap 60.
From the 46. Hits his running back. And this is through the midfield stripe and onto the Giants side of the field.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
70 Lions.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Buying some time left. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Andrew Phillips. So the first
thought you caught that shit, I'm not gonna lie. Thought you caught it.
But in an INT.
And I get it. Opening drives aren't always going to end up with.
Oh, nah, bro. He tapped them toes. He tapped them, bro. You see in the replay.
Opportunities left to make up for
They didn't just show you that in slow motion?
Back in rhythm and back on script.
First and 10 now from the 30. Throwing it to start this drive. His first throw is an interception.
Oh, my controller is so broken, bro. I need to get a new controller. I can't even use or catch. My dude's like dumb out and run the opposite way when I try to come back to the ball.
This game go a whole lot better than that because it is pretty clear this
Time to get a new controller.
I can promise you this, Kate. Nowhere on that opening script does the word interception ever appear. You never want to see an INT. Now they're going to have to flush it. That's the key here for this quarterback in the offense. Got to flush that mistake and press on ahead.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air.
Oh my God, what?
I think you're seeing why they like this guy in coverage, man. He reacts well to throws.
So throws it right at me, drops the ball.
Right through contact or before they ever reach the target.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Here we go, shot. Street.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11.
Here we go, here we go.
He's dropping back to throw. And the Giants are too much. They take him down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Pretty even match in this first half, and you're just kind of waiting. Right, you just kind of try to get a feel for which defense is going to come to life. And when you get that sack, that could go a long way to infusing some energy on that side of the ball.
Hunter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. He's got the punt. The return game a weapon here as he picks up 27. And it'll be Giants football. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Avoid that tackle to Michael Hall. Here we go, 2nd and 9. No luck on the connection.
Dude, what is going on right now, bro? Why we got values out nonstop?
To be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Looking to the air here. That's caught for the 1st. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a pickup of 26. And the Giants will have a 1st down. Trying to throw here out of the gun. That one's caught along the left sideline. And he'll head out of bounds at the opponent's 35. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down. They'll throw it again. Connects with Johnson. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. Working quickly here. 2nd and 3. Pass is cut at the 9. And he'll be touchdown after a big play.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
1st down from the red zone. Has it in close. And he's going to be marked down a yard shy of it. Second quarter about to get underway, and an opportunity to score here for the Giants. They kick the running back in motion. They are throwing it again. And he will score. It's a New York touchdown. The Giants get the game's first points here in the 2nd. Matt Prater for the point after try. The point after splits the uprights. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Now Prater on to send it away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Shut up.
They'll come out throwing. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
You know those elite zone defenses in basketball, Kate? It just feels like they're everywhere, clogging up every passing lane. This quarterback, well, he felt the same thing when he dropped back, nowhere to go but for a sack.
Let's go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready?
They'll run now on second down. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Tyler Nubin with the tackle.
You know, Kate, one of the reasons it's so hard to run the ball in the NFL is to move grown men off their spot against their will. You get a run play like that, you've done your job. You've moved them against their will, and you've set yourself up for some later success.
Third and long for him here. Chased out to his right. And he'll push this upfield.
He fucking
and
doesn't
that
fumble,
set
bro.
down.
It's just sad.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. That was Kayvon Thibodeau there to wrap him up. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
60 by 6, 60 by 6. Set. Rocco 80. Ready?
This time it's a passing play. Completed to his running back. And he's going to be across midfield close to the 45 before going out.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard.
Set. Hut, hut.
Pass play now. On the move, headed right. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down.
I'll say this, unless you're committed to going for it on 4th down, I just don't see why you throw it there. Just power it forward for half a yard and reset those chains, then take your shots further down the field.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th.
Here we go, here we go.
Trying to push this past the marker. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. That's a clutch 7-yard pickup, and it pays off the call to go for it on 4th down.
Come on now. Was there any doubt who they were going to go to right there? That was always going to be a run play. No problem converting on 4th.
Come on. Set. Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat. Ready?
1st down, and they go right back to it. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Bobby Okereke making that stop. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Set.
Back to throw. This one finds Boyd. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. Started a little slow, but we've arrived at the 2-minute warning. It's the Browns looking at 1st and 10.
Ready?
Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Tyler Nubin with the tackle. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Go.
From the 24. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
70.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Check, go.
Setting up a throw.
So can I catch a fucking pick that gets thrown right into my hands?
There, but it's still gonna
Like
bring
a
up
4th and 1.
Dustin Hopkins is going to try this Browns field goal. From the right hash, this is going to be a 41-yarder. Carlson's kick is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
A dependable kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. He's going to throw this one. That pass caught by Wangu. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Former first-rounder Devin Bush making the play.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. He'll look to throw. That one is incomplete.
So can I catch anything in this game? Holy fuck, man. Can't catch a pass, can't catch a pick.
Anybody to make plays through all that mess.
Who's getting hit in the legs, dropping them all?
Baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he goes out a little short of the 40. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And the Giants will have a 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Wangu on the catch. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. Throwing it again here. It's caught right side by Johnson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
He'll throw it yet again. Into a crowd and intercepted. Grant Delpit in to pick it off. And the Browns make the defensive stand and come through with a turnover in the final moments of the half.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
Only 10 seconds remaining here, so 1st and 10 may be our last snap of the half. Back to throw it. Finds a man. Deontay Johnson has it. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that gives the Browns a 1st.
That's just discipline with a capital D. The play in the huddle is a running back screen, but it takes discipline for that offensive line to not get downfield. Discipline for that receiver to stay alert, stay aware that he's a viable option as well.
Here we go, set.
Looking to throw. Gets this to Johnson. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Daquan Jones with the tackle on that play. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Here comes the final play of our 1st half.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll run here following the penalty. And he has a decent gain on what's going to be the final play of the half. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. This return starts at the 5. They'll begin from the 36 as the returner's brought down.
Oh, there's no question about it, Kate. That just infuses everybody. A little more bounce into your step now, both in and out of the huddle. And you want to pay off your special teams that sets you up for success.
Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. He finds Johnson. They strike for 23 yards. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
To throw it on 1st down. He lets one fly deep downfield. They connect on the deep shot. And they get to him, but this is a 1st down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Back-to-back big plays have them all set up. 1st and goal here. And they will score. Touchdown, New York. The Giants grow the lead coming out of halftime. Prater on for the PAT. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Giants drive their lead to 11. Now Prater on to send it away. And well, in the past, we wouldn't have batted an eye as it sails over the end zone, Brock, but with our new... in place, that's going to cost them. The football's coming all the way out to the 30-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Go.
First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. Pick up of a few as he heads out of bounds.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Second down now, 7 to go.
Go. Panther 11. Panther 11. 19 Lion. Set go.
Looking for a throw here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything, and they just did.
To the air, 3rd and long. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. No luck finding his receiver that time. So they're left with 4th down here. The Browns are lined up to punt. His first punt went 50. This is away and looks even better. That's taken on the 7. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30. Good return here of 19 yards. And it's going to be their football coming up. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Throwing from the gun. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. That's taken in by Longu. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Tackled there by Jerome Baker.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He's on the move. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they'll have it a little shy of the 40 as he goes out. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And the Giants will have a 1st down. Still sticking with the passing game. He finds Slayton. He's got it in the red zone. And he's going to take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Giants stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Prater adds the PAT. And the Giants push their lead to 18.
Matt Prater is set to kick off.
Now Prater on to send it away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Hurt. Here we go, set. Ready.
Pass play coming here. Down he goes. The Giants got to him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, speaking from experience here, what happens now with the 3rd sack allowed, especially on an early down like that, is that head coach and coordinator going to have a conversation. Okay, we got to fix this. Do we slide? Do we chip? Do we keep more people in? Because the one thing you can't do is keep getting your quarterback hit.
He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with 3rd down.
First sack, wobbled the cart. This one, I think, sent it off the rails entirely. Taking the L on each of the first 2 plays leaves this offense looking at a very unlikely 3rd down pickup.
Come on.
So a really tough spot here. This is 3rd and a country mile. They'll throw it. Bails out of the pocket quick. Oh, he's going to run for it.
Well, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane. Just a little bit of room, just a little bit of air in the pocket. He found one of those 2, but the defense swarms towards him and denies him the other.
The Browns are lining up to punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Takes it in at the 21. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Got every single bit of that one, didn't he? Over 70 yards on the punt. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Back now, pressure on its way. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Throwing from the gun here. Connects with Johnson. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down. They're throwing it. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 31. Hyatt with the ground. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
They'll throw it again. Escapes the pocket. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. So it's 2nd down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
This one intended for the running back. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Let's go. Trap 60. Let's stay 19.
They'll try and throw it here. Complete out to the right side. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. From the red zone now. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York. The Giants keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure is taking a chance to boost his stat line. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than
Dude, I can't pick my
for more
play.
games to come.
And they'll let the clock run all the way down and expire. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to...
That boy accepted that shit quick as fuck.
Another shot at this extra point here. Extra distance, no problem for him as his kick is good.
Makes the score Giants 28, Browns 3.
Now Prater on to send it away. And it flies over the end zone and out of play. In the past, it's a touchback to the 25. The new rules starting this season, Brock, so it's now going to be at the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Ready? Ready?
They'll come out throwing. Ooh, almost a throw that
This
cost
dude's
him.
been trying to throw pitch all game. I just can't catch him.
Second down coming up.
Can't catch him.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Second and 10 now. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
19 Lions.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. He's running for it. He loses the football. And they pick it up. Time to push for that marker. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1.
Here we go. Here we go.
Back to throw, needing a first. That's cut beyond the marker. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. The right call came in at the right time. Give him 9 yards and a successful conversion on 4th.
Oh, so close to getting off the field. But the 4th down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, to sit on the bench, to get their breath. But now they're going to have to buckle down and force another 4th down.
Throwing now from the gun. Forced out to his right. He's keeping it. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that first down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense. And it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Back to pass on 1st and 10.
So, are we serious?
Incomplete.
You know, those big guys are taught that if you can't get to the quarterback, guess what you can still do? You can get a pass breakup. That's perfect timing to get his hand up and knock that ball away.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Back to throw. Buys time, rolling right. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
Well, I think the defense coaches in coverage, breathing a sigh of relief. There was space right there. If that throw came 1 second earlier, that was going to be 6.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. He'll throw it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
Kate, I can already read the headlines tomorrow. This offensive line can't protect. This offensive line. But it's more than that. When you give up 5 sacks in a game, it's a complete breakdown of everybody offensively. Play caller, quarterback, offensive line. Yeah, they're going to have to regroup and figure out how to protect this quarterback first and foremost.
So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Cleveland. Browns trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. Well, best of luck here. It's fourth and a considerable distance.
Set up. Buffalo 18. Come 19. Come 19. Ready, right?
Now they'll throw out of the gun. And all their pressure gets it done. That's a sack on fourth down as they force the turnover.
Hey, I get it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down.
Let's go. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bob. Hut, hut.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Catch is made down the right sideline. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal. Wow, they're going to pass it here. Has it in close. He has the New York touchdown. Prater on for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Giants continue piling onto this lead.
Browns 3. Matt Prater set to kick off.
Now Prater on to send it away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line.
Their own 31-yard line.
They've got first down from the 31. Here's Jerome Ford for the first time this game. The Giants using their first time out, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Blown back gets the handoff. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
He was taken down.
Timeout taken by the defense. Their second. Still one more in their pocket to use.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back, because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
They'll throw on third and long. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Lengthy fourth down try here. They need 6.
Here we go, set.
Need a conversion. They're throwing for it. This one finds Boyd. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. First and 10, ball set up at the 48.
Here we go, here we go. Set, go.
Here's a throw. He's on the move. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. Still one more in their pocket to use. New set of downs for him at the 38.
Come on, set.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Dump off caught by his back. And he's out of bounds, just short of the 30.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Set.
From the 32. Dumped off to his running back. Ooh, play didn't develop like he needed. He goes out behind the line.
That defense, it'll give up that completion every time. They don't just like it, they love it. Because it creates a fun little race between everybody coming downhill to go make that tackle. In this case, run him right out of bounds.
Ready? Cowboy 80. 19 tight. 19 tight. Ready.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. Now the offense going to take its... timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
Ready?
4th and forever coming up.
Trap 60. Trap 60. Mustang 19. Ranger. 70 Ranger.
Running back sent in motion. And they won't do it. That falls incomplete on 4th down.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Back to throw now. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left. No luck finding his receiver that time. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Now looking to throw. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. And that's incomplete. With 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that brings up 4th and long.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Let's go. 79 Bronco.
He'll look to throw on 4th down. He's got it to his running back. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. So it's a win for the visiting Giants. And they're continuing to survive among the final remaining unbeaten teams across the NFL as they're now up